Welcome to Ray at the Movies, my Christmas special. This is going to be the second version that I'm going to release on my channel so I can see which one you like better. I'm not picky, I just didn't have time. That one was more rushed because I knew my son was going to wake up and was trying to hurry up and get the video done. Here I have a little more time because if you can tell behind me it says 6:54. He doesn't normally wake up until at least 7:30, 8 o'clock. So, and this is a Sunday, so not sure when I'm going to upload these videos, but I plan to upload both versions on the channel. Now this channel, I wanted to show you my traditional movies I watched during December for the holiday season, and share with you. Now some of these I've watched by myself, didn't watch with my family. I'm not going to even say which ones, but I'm just going to let you know what movies I've liked growing up that I still watch today, and newer movies, of course, I've added that I've seen that I've liked. So I'm going to show you a little bit of collection of the movies that I've grown up watching, or even added to the collection. Now, it does not mean I watch these every year. I try to watch them. Sometimes I can't find the movie, which is going to find me to this one, Prancer. I really liked this film. It came out in 1989, has Sam Elliott and Ariana Richards in it. Of course, that's not Ariana Richards on the cover. I'm not sure who the actress is. I think the actress is, I'm not going to even try to say her name. I'm probably going to butcher it. But Shout Factory restored the movie and released it. So if you want a Blu-ray version of the film and not the DVD that's out, they have it. And you still can buy it. Now, they made a sequel with a little bit more cast members that I recognize, called Prancer Returns. It has Jack Palance, one of my favorite actors. Has Michael O'Rourke, or Keith, and John Colbert, I believe. I can't see. I'm not good pronouncing people's names. But this was a movie I finally saw and only picked up because I saw the first one. Only reason why I picked it up. Because I didn't even know they made a sequel. Probably because of how late in the game it came out. Oh, okay. I'm not sure when it came out. It doesn't say. But it's a pretty good movie. A pretty good follow-up. It's very different. This one was a little bit more serious in tone. This has a lot of humor. But they have a lot of good heart in the movie, if I remember right. I haven't watched this recently. So those are some of the films I've watched. And of course, my son brought me on to this one, which is Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas and Twice a Bunch of Christmas. We watch this a lot. I have to say, every year for Christmas, during the 25 days of Christmas, we watch this. First we watched it on TV on the Disney Channel, and then I found out that they had this on Blu-ray, and I bought it. And he watches it a lot. And another movie that I saw in the theaters that I decided to make the normal tradition, because my son loves this. He calls it the Christmas Train movie, and that's the Polar Express, which has a lot of great casts in this movie. And I really loved this film, watching it in the theaters, and loved getting to finally own this movie on Blu-ray. It's a great, fun film. And of course, this is a movie that came on, I think, Hallmark. And I'm not that big of Hallmark films, but it was a pretty good movie, The North Pole. And they made a sequel, I don't remember the name of it, with a different cast, of course, except for the actress. Where is she? Because she's the only one that returns in the sequel. And I think that her name is Billy Madison. I want to say, I'm hoping I'm not butchering it. But this is a pretty good film that we watch every now and then during the holiday season. Now, this is one of my favorite movies because I'm a big Ernest fan. And this is one of my favorite movies that I've watched as a kid and continue to watch, and finally was able to track down the DVD. Ernest Saves Christmas. Now, that's a good movie. Now, I will warn you, there's some foul language in the movie, but it doesn't take away from the movie. It just sells the whole plot point of the movie. And it's a good movie. It's a fun-filled movie. I recommend, especially if you're an Ernest fan. Of course, I didn't get to see this in theaters. I got to see it when it was on VHS. I rented this movie a lot, and it was shown on TV a lot more. Now you barely can find it. This is one I came across later. I remember seeing the advertisement for this is The Snowman. It's a very good movie, which is based off a book of the same name. And it's a very good movie, which is surprising. It even has a great song in there that they did. Wonderful movie that I watched. My son loves this movie. They made a second one, which was okay. I can't find the second one, that's why it's not included. But this one's one of I love this. I even own the book in digital format. Don't hate me for that. Now I'm a big Rass and Bass fan, so let me change that how that's gonna go. And was very happy when they released the specials on DVD and Blu-ray. And you have here, they released this I believe last year, which is the of course the original Christmas special collection, which has Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and also includes, for the first time, the Little Drummer Boy, which previous collections did not have when they did release these on Blu-ray before. Great to finally own this. My son watches Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer a lot, but that's okay. It's great. I don't mind. Now this is from Rass and Bass as well. This one they did. Rass and Bass produced these. Fun to watch. I recommend you get the DVDs and Blu-ray. And these are the 10 classic editions. They have the How the Grinch Stole Christmas, The Year Without Santa Claus, Frosty's Winter Wonderland, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July, as well as Pinocchio's Christmas, Rudolph's Shiny New Year, Nestor the Long-Eared Christmas Donkey. These are great classics, and I'm grateful that they finally get to watch these with my son. Now, the only gripe I have is they had a Jack Frost, which they didn't include on this, or even this. And which is funny because they have him in one of the specials. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. He's in. I could be wrong. Could be Rudolph's Shiny New Year, but I believe it's the other one. And then, of course, who can not add this to the collection of movies to watch during the Christmas season as Charlie Brown's Christmas. A Charlie Brown Christmas. Love that special, and that is something I watch all the time. Another one that I liked was Jim Carrey's Christmas Carol. I love this film. I don't know how. I know some people didn't like it, but I really thought it was fun. It was really good to see Jim Carrey do this, because he's always very animated anyways, so it's really great to see him in animated form as Mr. Scrooge. Great. Now these are movies, of course, that are not kid friendly, that I watch whenever I can because they take place during Christmas, whether you consider them Christmas movies or not. There is, of course, Gremlins, which does take place during Christmas. So that's one that I try to watch every year. I don't get to watch all these movies, like I said, all the time, but I try my best. And of course, the first two Die Hards do take place during the Christmas, especially the first one. So I'm going to add that. You can criticize me, I don't care. They're part of my tradition to watch. And I try to watch them, as well as the first Lethal Weapon, which actually takes place during the Christmas holiday. Now, there's other movies that I watched, like I brought up with the Rass and Bass, the Jack Frost one. They don't have it on in the collection. That you can get, I think, on DVD separate or on digital format, which is great. Now, I do watch other Christmas movies that I didn't buy because I'm not in a hurry. They show them all the time, like Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. They show that every year. They show A Christmas Story. They show the Santa Claus trilogy with Tim Allen. They show It's a Wonderful Life, White Christmas, Miracle on 34th Street. The list goes on. They show them all the time. So it's hard for me to want to race out and buy them when they can show them when they show them on TV every year. And I love those films, don't get me wrong, but I'm not exactly in a hurry. Oh, and there's one other movie that we watch every year, which is National Lampoon's A Christmas Vacation. Love that film. Love it. It was one of my wife's favorite films, too. A lot of these films, of course, I've watched with my wife and son. And some, of course, I don't. But the more kid-friendly movies, we watch as a family. And the ones that aren't so much, we don't. So that's my collection of movies that I watch during the holiday season. Of course, I add on every year. I see something I like, and I watch it. Um, and I'm gonna let you go because this video is gonna get a little long, and I don't like doing too long of videos. So with that, I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And hopefully, I promise to have more video content for this channel next year. I'm on vacation the second week of January, so I'm hoping to put a little bit more, crank more videos out on this channel, as well as my other channel, which is Ray's Random Vlogs. That one, not exactly done too much with that. That one only has like 3 videos, and this one I won't even list how many. So this is Ray at the Movies out, and like I said, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and God bless.